morning, yogis, from a very wet Monday morning in Fulham. I thought it might be quite fun to do a short vinyasa flow practice, which I could then gift to you all, and you could do in your own time over Christmas. It'd be 20 minutes long, get the heart moving a little bit, move all of the joints in our body, but not stress anything too much. So take it at your own pace, listen to yourself, decide what you can and can't do and what will work for you, and enjoy. I am going to use 2 blocks throughout the practice. If you have 2 blocks, grab them now and just pop them at the top of your mat. We can use them later. If you don't have blocks, don't worry, you don't need them at all to do this practice. You do need a sticky mat to stop your feet from sliding around. So let us begin. If you start, we'll start in child's pose. So knees to the edge of the mat, feet together, and allow your hips to sink back onto your heels. Arms forward and relaxed, forehead to the mat, or you can have your arms by your side if you prefer. Now we're going to take a few moments to center and ground ourselves. Something we usually don't spend very much time doing over Christmas, taking a few minutes time out for ourselves. So nice deep breath in all the way down into the belly. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Really feel your body expand, and exhale slowly through the mouth. Last deep inhale and exhale through the mouth. Take time. Feel your fingers on the mats, your palms on the mat, your shins on the mat, and the top of your feet. Vinyasa flows, link breath to movement. Yoga breathing is in through the nose and out through the nose, steady and even. Inhale, come up onto all fours. Adjust your position, so your knees are under your hips, the top of your feet are flat on the mat, and engaged. You can feel them, they're not just flopped open to the side. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, round into your cat pose. Allow your neck to sink and be long and heavy. Inhaling to look up. Exhale to round, slight push through your upper body. One more inhale, feel your shoulder blades sliding down your back. Exhale, pull your belly up, rounding through your spine, allowing your neck to be long. Inhale back to neutral. Looking over to the right side, so hips stay still. Shoulders stay well, shoulders will move slightly. Inhale to look over towards your right hip. Feel that stretch down the left side of your body. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the left. You should be able to see your feet. Inhale back to center. Exhale one more time to the right. Exhale back to center. And to the left. Exhaling back to center. Tuck your toes under and push up into downward facing dog. Pausing here, paddling your feet. Feeling what you want to feel in this pose. This practice is about you. It's about getting rid of the knots and kinks and funny bits that have been a bit stiff. So I'm opening, rolling my armpits towards each other, so I've got more space across the back of my neck. And I'm pushing from my fingertips up to my sit bones, so the weight isn't sinking into my wrists. Pause. Take your right heel and bring it towards your left toe. Bend your left knee and straighten your right leg and look up under your right armpit. You have a nice Stretch down the side of the right side of your body. Take a nice inhale. And exhale to release. Come back to center. We'll go the other side. So left foot to right toe. Bend the right knee. Straighten the left leg. Looking up under your left armpit. Try and keep the weight even in both hands. Exhale back to center. And slowly walk your hands back to the back of your mat. Bend, nice generous bend of the knees. Long neck. Your upper body is really melting over your thighs. And slowly, in your own time, uncurl yourself all the way up to standing. A couple of shoulder rolls. Walk to the top of your mat. Feet hip width apart. Lift your toes, spread your toes, pop your toes back down on the mat. Pause for a moment, lifting up, feel that length through your spine. Inhale, arms to the top, take hold of your left wrist in your right hand and side bend over towards the right of the room. One breath in and exhale. Inhale to come back. Take the right wrist with the left hand, breath in and exhale, open over to the left side. Nice deep breath into the ribs. And exhale, back up to standing. Bring your hands down by your side. Next is some balance and some powering up our heart rate a little. So inhale, sit back in a nice deep chair, pull your belly back to spine. Nice and low. Inhale, lifting up your right heel. Exhale, lower it slowly down. Inhale, lifting up your left heel. Exhale, slowly back down. Inhaling, both heels up. Pause for a moment. Exhale, both heels down. Up to standing. Hands together at your heart. Inhale, exhale, and we'll go again. So inhaling, sitting down into your deep chair. If you wish to come up and balance the whole time on both toes, absolutely fine. Your knees and hips and thighs should be parallel to each other. So exhaling down with the left side. Inhale to lift, with the right side. Inhale to lift with the left side. Exhale down, one more lift. Challenge that balance, keep your belly pulling back towards the spine. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhaling to look up. Exhale, forward fold. Hanging forward again. Generous bend of the knees, protect that lower spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back into downward facing dog. Take your right foot and just rest it on your left shin. So you're stretching out your shin, your Achilles. Inhale, come back. Swap the feet over, stretching through the lower part of your leg. Inhale back. Exhale, come forward into plank. Core engaged, lower slowly down onto the mat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember to tuck those elbows in. Forehead to your hands. Zip your legs together so they're strong and straight. Inhale, lifting your legs off the mat. So glutes, back of the thighs, strong and straight. One more deep breath in. Exhale, come down. This time bring your palms beside your mat. Forehead is long. And we'll lift everything up in locust. Inhaling and lift. Breathing for 3. For 2. See if you can keep lifting yourself up. For 1. Come down. Hands by your ribs. Tuck your toes. Push back up into downward facing dog. 1 breath here. Exhale, come down onto your knees. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Thread it through under your left armpit. Rest your right shoulder on the mat. Turn your head to face the left. And tent your fingers to the top of the mat. And as you breathe, slightly push that left hand in, keeping the hips square, feeling the twist through your upper body. Hand back to under your shoulder. Inhale, come up. Exhale, right hand to mat. Inhale, left arm comes up. Exhale, thread it through. Tent the fingers. Inhale, come back. Now, if you're using blocks, grab them now. You can do this sequence with blocks, which we don't normally do. It's quite fun for a change, and it gives a little bit more space as well. So hands onto the blocks, tuck to your toes, and come up into a downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step it forward between the blocks and lower your back knee onto the mat. Keep the toes tucked. Inhale, come up into a low lunge. Breathing here, opening through the front of the body. So through your front hip flexor, through the front of your chest and through your armpits. Exhale. Take your right hand to your right inner thigh and gently open out your thigh to the side, looking over your shoulder, looking over your right shoulder. Inhaling back to center. Lock back. Exhale, step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg comes up, nice and strong and straight. Exhale, lift and put it forward. Exhale, hands down, knee down onto the mat. Lifting up into your low lunge, interlace your fingers, and this time open through your chest, looking to the sky. One more breath. Exhale, hand to block. Left hand to left inner thigh, looking over your left shoulder. Breathe. Feel the hips releasing. Exhale, hands to mat. Step back into downward facing dog. Nice deep breath in here. Exhale, let everything out through your mouth. Inhale. Exhale, step your right foot forward into a runner's lunge. Using the blocks, lift your chest up. Back leg is nice and strong and straight. Inhale, right hand to right thigh, left hand to right thigh, lifting up. Inhale, arms come high. Exhale, drop that right hand down behind you, looking over your shoulder with a bit of a twist. Again, opening through the front. Make sure you don't crunch through your spine. Exhale, hands to your blocks. Straightening your front and back leg, folding forward, belly to spine. Your front foot is lifting. Exhale, come down to runner's lunge. Left hand to the mat and open your right arm to the ceiling. Keep that back leg straight, keep your hips high. Exhale, hands to the block. Step your foot back into downward facing dog. One breath here. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, step it forward between your hands. Inhale to look up. Exhale, left hand to thigh, right hand to thigh. Inhale, up. Exhale, left arm behind you, looking over your shoulder. Inhaling up. Exhale, hands to blocks. Straightening that front leg, straightening your back leg and folding forward over your left leg. Release your jaw. Maybe shake your head slightly. Inhale, come back to lunge. Right hand inside your left foot. Left arm to the ceiling. Inhale. Step back into downward facing dog. Come off your blocks. Tiptoe your feet behind your wrists, heel toe your feet to the side of the mat, and come down into a yogi squat. Hands in prayer. Connect back with that breath. If you can't manage to be down, if you can't put your heels flat, you can always pop your blocks underneath your heels. Move the blocks if you have them. Sit and now sit back slowly onto your bottom, hugging your knees as you come down onto your back. Give yourself a hug, maybe rock a little bit from side to side. Next inhale, roll yourself back up to sitting. Stretch your right leg out in front of you. Take your left foot, lift it over the top. Take your right elbow, wrap it round your left knee. Inhale to lift, exhale to turn. I'm going to turn to face you. You can see what's going on a little bit more easily. Breathing here, twisting that body. You should feel like your tummy's sort of moved over your thigh. Back to center, left arm to right knee. Inhale, look over your shoulder. Keep the breath steady. Exhale back to the front. Extend your left leg. Put your right leg over the top. Left elbow wraps around right knee. Inhale to lift. Exhale to look over your shoulder. Feel that long spine. Exhale. Your straight leg is straight. It's not floppy. Inhale to look over your other shoulder. Exhale back to center. And hugging your knees in, slowly roll down onto the mat. Hold onto your right leg, extend your left leg out. Rotate your right ankle in one direction. And now back round in the other direction. And take your right knee over to the left side of your body for a supine twist. Head looking towards your right hand. Take whatever twist you want to take. So if you want to wrap your knees, whatever you do, just repeat it on the other side. This is very much about listening to yourself and deciding what is going to suit you today, how far you want to push yourself, how far you don't, where are the danger points or points you want to avoid. Inhale back to center. Exhale, extend the leg out, swap your legs over. Breathing steadily, rotating left ankle, back round the other way. Take the knee over to the right side, head to the left side. Breathing here. Notice your inhales and your exhales, how your body feels one side to the other. Where you're holding tension. Inhale, come back. Stretch your arms and legs over your head. Give yourself a full body stretch. And now take your feet apart, your shoulders lightly underneath your arms for Shavasana. If you wish to lay in this pose for longer, I suggest you switch me off now. We'll do a very brief body scan Shavasana before we close the practice for today. So take a breath in. You're lying there. I want you to tense every single muscle in your body. So your fingers, your toes, your thighs, your jaw, everything is tight. And now relax. You're no longer holding your breath. We'll do that one more time. So every single muscle in your body, your glutes, your jaw, your eyes, everything, and relax. Feel the skin melting off your forehead. Feel your eyes sinking into the sockets. Feel your breath very very gently through your nose. Your ribs are heavy on the mat, back of your hands are heavy on the mat. Thighs, knees, ankles are being completely supported by the mat. In your own time, bring some movement back into your fingers and toes. Maybe stretch your arms overhead or bring your knees into your chest for a hug. Roll onto your right side. And we will meet in a comfortable seated position. Hands in prayer. We'll take one large inhale, looking up to the sky. And exhale everything out through the mouth. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this little yoga snack to keep you going until we meet again in January.